Remember all the time we used to spend here, hanging with Jenny? My God. We used to use this place for a hideout.
Remember when my father caught us?
Like I could forget.
Now that is it!
You need to stay out of this.
Listen, when you're in my house, you do what I say, do you hear?
Well, perhaps you should keep a close watch on what goes on in your own home.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, it's perfectly clear to me what went on here last night while you were out of town.
Like what, for instance?
Not a lot of people would take on Les Baxter.
Myrtle would take anybody on if it was for the right cause.
You know, I was so happy when you called and said Myrtle had a room for you.
And you were so happy because you knew she'd keep an eye out for me. And she did. I couldn't get away with anything living here.
No one could.
Hey, man.
Oh, hi.
Look, you should be fighting off suitors with a fly swatter. You should be up to here with friends. But look, you're alone. And there is a reason for it. You spend too much energy making enemies, darling.
I've tried to make friends.
It seems to me you try harder not to. And that, darling, is the waste. It's a shame, you know. It doesn't have to be that way. You almost died. Now, just make the most of what has been given back to you.
See? You weren't the only one with a brilliant idea.
You guys lived here too?
I didn't. Ryan did.
Back when I first came to Pine Valley.
So you got the full Myrtle treatment, too?
I fooled you. You're sweet to think I was sweet. But I have to tell you that I am an old huckster, and I have sold a bill of good to guys who are tougher than you are. No harm meant. But honey, I have been everywhere. I've seen everything. And if there's one thing I have learned, and this is God's truth, if you find a girl that you love, and she loves you, then you hang on to her. Don't let her go.
Myrtle had the widest open door policy.
Right? Anybody and everybody was welcome.
Maybe I was the first person she slammed the door on. We didn't exactly get off on the best foot.
You are not fit to open the powder room door for Erica or for Bianca. I haven't forgotten how you blackmailed her in that hideous, shameful way.
That's very true. I did. But Erica believes me when I say that I don't want to be like that anymore.
It's a bit late in the season for a snow job. But you're just about in time for the fertilizing season.
Please don't tell Erica that you saw me here tonight.
Honey, I'll do as I damn well please.
I can see Myrtle saying that right now.
But she warmed up to you.
I did change.
A little.
Yeah, Lil is right. So I guess you guys knew Myrtle the longest out of all of us.
But I was the luckiest one. I got to love her the longest.
Oh, Kelly Tyler, you're here. You made it. Everybody, this is Kelly Tyler. She was like a daughter to Myrtle.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Oh, Frankie, thank you. She's going to be a loss for all of us. I love Link.
I know you do, sweetie.
Not because of his mother's lousy money either.
Now you just forget about her and you give it your best shot, eh?
Is that good enough?
Oh, you bet it is.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, Kel, baby, listen. It ain't a matter of striking the right note at the right time. It's what's in your heart. And honey, when you sing, all that's beautiful in you comes right out front.
missed.
Once upon a time, the girl with moonlight in her eyes put her hand in mine and said she loved me so. But that was once upon a time, very long ago. Once upon a hill we sat beneath the willow tree, counting all the stars and waiting for the dawn. But that was once upon a time. Now the tree is gone. The breeze ruffled through her hair, how we always laughed as though tomorrow wasn't there. We were young and didn't have a care. Where did it go? Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew. Everything was ours. How happy we were then. But somehow once upon a time never comes again.
I am so glad that you could all be here today. We are here to remember and celebrate and say goodbye to Pine Valley's heart, Myrtle Fargate. As I'm sure all of you do, I remember the wonderful stories that Myrtle used to tell about her days in the carny, about how she used to tell people's fortunes. But one day, Myrtle confided in me even more. She told me her secret. Easy, Opal. It's not what you think. Myrtle told me that she wasn't a real clairvoyant. She told me that she told people's fortunes by looking into their eyes. Myrtle was very good at reading whether people were happy or in love or in pain. And by the time people left that tent, everyone was convinced that Myrtle really did have a gift because she had read them so well. Myrtle really did have a gift. Her life was a path all about giving. She told us those carny stories to make us laugh. She had a boarding house to give us shelter. And she had her boutique so that we would go in there and look in her mirror and see how beautiful we are, inside and out. Myrtle was a giver and a healer and a source of so much laughter. And at this Christmas time, I have no doubt that Myrtle is making time between bridge games with my mother to take her place by God's side as his very top angel. Zach, would you like to say a few words? What's that?